Welcome to Comprehensive Current Affairs presented by Narayana IAS Academy. What is the impact of inland water navigation system on the ecology of river? Okay. Firstly, dredging operations, which are important for transportation of heavy vessels, okay, causes a lot of soil pollution in the river water. The dispersal of particulate matter increases the turbidity, which reduces the penetration of light into the water. Hence, it affects all the organisms in the food chain. Secondly, removal of sediment kills benthic organisms which reside on the bottom of the river. Benthic organisms are crabs, sponges, okay, and other worms, etc. Thirdly, removal of mid-channel island or sandbars will disturb the environment for gharials. Gharials require these sandbars to regulate their body temperature. Secondly, it is estimated that coal and crude oil will compose a majority of the cargo on this transportation route. A study between the Farakka thermal power plant and Haldia shows that this transportation will severely affect the fish stocks and the livelihood of fishermen. Thirdly, the noise pollution caused by these ships will disturb the movement of dolphins. As you already know, that dolphins depend on a system called echolocation. Echolocation means that dolphins will send ultrasound waves from their snout, okay, and when the wave returns after hitting an object, okay, it will help the dolphin to identify whether there is an object in front of it or not. Okay, it works like a sonar. If this noise pollution disturbs echolocation, it will affect the livelihood of dolphins. Thirdly, this project envisions construction of lot of barrages and locks. Locks means that it is like a hydraulic structure which helps in movement of ships from two different water bodies which are at different sea level. Okay, please Google or see a video on locks, okay, which will help you to understand it in a better manner. This locks would reduce the water flow in various stretches and it will affect the organisms. Okay, and lastly, it is estimated that Indian rivers are heavily dependent on monsoons. Every year, only for 40 to 60 days, there is enough water for transportation. This is not like western rivers where they have good flow for at least 200 days in a year. Okay. Secondly, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Recent news report has shown that the working of this program has not been good. Therefore, let us once go through the highlights of the scheme and look into the critical review. The objective of the scheme is to increase the insurance coverage and financial support for farmers. Why this is important? This will stabilize the income of their farmer and will provide them confidence to adopt innovative and modern agricultural practices. Okay, this is the objective. What are the highlights of the scheme? There is a premium of 2% for Kharif, 1.5% for Rabi, and 5% for horticulture crops. This will be paid by the farmer, and the rest of the premium will be paid by state government and the central government equally. Okay, this will cover a lot of natural risks which are associated with agriculture. And thirdly, okay, they use technology. Technology is important because in the previous schemes it is a responsibility of patwari of a village to assess the crop damage. However, due to corruption, patwari always used to assess the crop damage as less to get money from insurance companies. Therefore, the role of patwari was reduced and technologies like smartphones and drones will be utilized. Okay, remote sensing through satellite is also utilized to estimate the crop damage. Now, what are the issues that this scheme is facing? Firstly, in the year 2017 and 18, more than 84 lakh farmers, which is around the 15% of total farmers in Seoul, withdrew from the scheme. Okay, the reason why they did this is still unknown, but they might have been facing some problems. Okay, Therefore, they withdrew. And one of the reason behind it is that there are problems related to claims dispersal. Okay, claim dispersal means that whenever they find some damage, the insurance company has to assess it and they have to return the money, right? Naturally, and this process was found to be very late. Okay, and the role of state government in sending the damage report to the insurance companies was also delayed. And secondly, in 2 years, in 2016 and 17, in 2017 and 18, the insurance companies made a profit of 15,795 crore, while the government and the farmers paid 49,408 crores. The total dispersal amount was only 33,612 crores. Okay, therefore, there are inherent problems within the scheme which needs to be rectified. Spinnaker. Spinnaker is the supercomputer and its speciality is that it works in the same way as the human brain works. Okay, its full form is Spiking Neural Network Architecture. Okay, let us understand what is neural network architecture of human brain. The neural network architecture of human brain is run through neurons. We all know what are neurons and what is its function. Neurons use pure electrochemical energy to transport the synapse from one cell to other. This transportation happens at very quick speed. Similarly, in Spinnaker also, electronic circuits mimic these spikes. The neuron spikes are mimicked in the supercomputer. Therefore, this Spinnaker works like a brain. Okay, this is not the world's most fastest computer, but only its functioning is similar to a human brain. Now let us see how is this different from a normal computer. In normal computer, the amount of information travels from point A to B via a standard network. But in Spinnaker, they are parallel communication architecture, just like human beings. See, we multitask a lot of activities in our daily life. This requires a lot of parallel communication in our body. Similarly, Spinnaker also has a lot of parallel communication, which sends billions of small amounts of information simultaneously to thousands of different destinations. Okay, therefore, these three things the way the conventional computers work. So, what will be the uses of Spinnaker? Firstly, the working of this computer helps us understanding how the human brain works. Therefore, there is a lot of possibility to find cure for brain diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, etc. Secondly, this computer has been recently used to control a robot called SpomniBot. Okay, this working of this robot is better in comparison to the robots with work with other artificial intelligence. Places in use. There is Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. This tiger reserve was recently opened for public. Okay, this is located in the northern border of Uttar Pradesh. This is in Nepal Terai region. Terai means that Terai are the foothills of Himalayas. Okay, in close proximity to Dudhwa Tiger Reserve are Kishanpur and Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuaries. One of the two important animals in this national park are tiger and rhinoceros. Okay, the people or the community which dwell in this region are Tharus. Okay, Tharus. Tharu people are ethnic group indigenous to southern foothills of Himalayas. These Tharus also live on the Nepal side of Indo-Nepal border. Okay, this may be important for prelims, so please keep it in mind. Information Fusion Center. The Information Fusion Center for the Indian Ocean region was recently inaugurated by Indian Navy. So what are its functions? This fusion center helps for sharing of white shipping information. White shipping means that it is like the transportation of cargo using merchant vessels. Okay, this is known as white shipping. The Fusion Center will also exchange classified information, operational information on the basis of bilateral agreements. If any bilateral agreements are signed between India and other country, okay, this Fusion Center will send even classified information. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow. That's all for today.